Baird from the Journal-Courier here for our over and back video recap of Purdue's 63-43 victory over IPFW here at Mackey Arena tonight. You know, not necessarily a dominant effort, I don't think you would say. Still some lapses here and there, still some things that Purdue needs to get better at, finishing better around the basket, things like that. But really, that's kind of all gravy because the biggest thing that they needed tonight was just to come back and get a win. Obviously, the disappointment on Saturday, if you're on social media or message boards, you probably saw a lot of hand-wringing and hair-pulling from certain parts of the fan base over that loss. Certainly a disappointing loss, one that Purdue shouldn't have let get away, but those things are going to happen as a team like this goes through some growing pains. You're going to get the good, which is surprising a team maybe like North Carolina State and hanging around beating a team like BYU, and then you're going to have other games where they struggle, and sometimes the margin of error is really small, and they're going to pull it out, and sometimes they won't, which is what happened on Saturday. But tonight, one thing that really stood out to me, you saw from the very beginning, the way Purdue very deliberately was forcing the ball into the post, something they got away from after doing it so well early against North Florida. Came back and made that just a staple. Now, Isaac Haas wasn't really converting those chances early. I think he missed the first three and finally scored on the fourth one, but then he got into a rhythm. You saw times where A.J. Hammonds also wasn't finishing those off, even into the second half, but those two guys are still the center of this team. They're the backbone of this team. They're the, however you want to say it, they're the tree trunk that everything grows off of. Matt Painter wants his team to work from the inside out. He wants his team to play through the post, and that's what opens things up, you would hope for the shooters. So they took a step in that direction by just, I thought, straying from that approach less. Now the key is going to be against better teams than this, Big Ten teams, for instance. You're not going to get away with leaving that many points on the rim. You're going to have fewer opportunities overall. It's going to be something that costs you a game. I think Haas and Hammonds do need to take that next step up as far as their execution and finishing around the rim. But a win is a win at this point. It was, I thought, a good win for Purdue, especially just coming back and kind of getting the taste of Saturday out of their mouths. Now they've got to finish up this game at 3 games in 5 days on Wednesday against Arkansas State, and then have to regroup and go and play in a really tough road game against Vanderbilt, and then it's a whole week off to prepare for Notre Dame. So tough stretch continues, but this was a step back in the right direction.